Hey, it's issue 48 of Common Comic Covers and Appreciation Podcast for Non-Key Comics. We're almost to 50, Andy. It's exciting. How you doing?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. We're trying all new stuff this week.
Yeah,
we're doing Zoom.
yeah. And
See how
my
that
camera,
works.
my camera looks great.
You have
It's
your camera malfunctioned.
it's the soft, warm, um, blurry,
Hmm.
low pixelation camera. So,
Yeah, but I think the recording will have both of us on the screen, so that means I can't like do my sneaky.
oh, I'm gonna have to not pick my nose.
Yeah, yeah, it's
Oh,
gonna
there's
be really. Yeah,
gonna be interesting. We'll see. We'll see. So
yeah,
there'll be some good things, some quirks that we'll have to adjust. But Andy, I'm excited for issue 50. It's gonna be
yeah.
the week of Halloween. So I think we kind of do a double theme, a little Halloween theme mixed in with a 50. So it's going to be an
Oh yeah.
exciting episode. I'm excited for it. Today, though, is going to be an exciting episode. We're going to take a look at our common comic covers where we show something that has caught our eye, not necessarily a key book. Then we're going to look at how much. That's where Andy tells me of a book that recently sold. Last week I was pretty close. We'll take a
Yeah.
look at our inboxes, something that we've been collecting or buying or grabbing, and then the hot 10, according to Key Comic Collector. And we're gonna pass on one and
Yeah.
keep on one. And then finally, we're going to finish our episode today, or our issue, excuse me, with a tour. But first,
Yep.
Andy, what's your common comic cover?
Thank you. I picked Fantastic Four 280. It
Hmm,
is a John Byrne cover. He wrote the story. The the plastic's a little old on this guy, but it came out in June of 85.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, and
It's
that's
a
when She-Hulk is on the team and not the
yeah.
Thing.
Yeah. Yep. Um
Wow.
yeah, I'm going through my
Is that when
collection.
he's writing and drawing and
Yeah,
covers,
so
right? He's everything.
yeah, he did the art along with Jerry Ordway. So him and another guy did it. So they don't say what they did. Let's see.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, yeah, yeah. So he did story and pencils, and Jerry Ordway inked. So
And that's a fairly affordable book. I mean, most of those
yeah,
John Byrne Fantastic Fours are really affordable.
and they still smell good. They still
Yeah,
smell
those
good.
are great books. Those are easy to
Yeah,
find. You find them in dollar bins. You find them in
yeah.
less than $5 books.
That
Great run.
yeah.
That
I
was one of
picked.
the first runs I collected.
Oh
Was the
yeah.
John Byrne Fantastic Four, and then it got sold.
I was picking these up in the 90s, and I got a lot of really high grade ones, and then some beaters that I was just like I had just to pick it up. But this one's in
Yeah,
nice
that's
shape.
great.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful book.
What's
Well,
your
well played.
common
Yeah.
cover?
Volume 4, 2011, Batgirl, Volume 4, number 1,
That's that's cool.
Adam Hughes cover. Gail Simone does the writing. Someone else does the art of the inside, Adrian Seif. But this is an Adam Hughes Batgirl. I thought you'd appreciate the Catwoman on the back for you. There you
Not
go.
just the one Catwoman, the four Catwoman.
You got 4 different Catwomen there.
That's
But our
cool.
focus is our girl here, Batgirl from, again, 2011. Um, I think I picked this book up. It's a second printing, I should say that. I paid $5 for it, though.
Okay.
Did I know it was a second printing? No, I didn't. Do I
Doesn't matter.
regret? Do I regret it? No, not at all.
No. No.
Great book. I haven't read these, but it's a fun run from what I understand. Uh, Great Gail Simone writing, if you like her. But good stuff. All right, Andy,
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
ready.
Okay.
How much?
Okay, so I'm going to show you a picture of the item. Let me get to it. And because I've never heard of it
Oh,
before.
I get a picture.
Yeah, this time I'm gonna give you a picture.
Ah, okay. I thought we were
Oh wait,
just doing a narration.
I just got lost. Okay, there we go. And I want this one. Okay, I see. Okay, I'm learning how to use this program.
Yeah.
All right, so it's Cinderella
Cinderella.
Love,
Oh boy.
number 26 by
Is
St.
this
John's. in
Okay.
1955. It sold at the Heritage auction this last week. It's
Okay.
a Matt Baker cover.
Okay. I was going to ask, is there anything significant? Okay. So it's
Yeah,
Matt Baker, a
it's a
4.5. That's really high for
yeah.
these books, probably.
It's there are seven higher. Um,
Okay. Okay.
Overstreet priced this at in 2024's Overstreet was a $388 value.
Okay. I'm going to go 2,300.
Oh wow, that's better than I would have guessed, I think. It was 3,360 is what it ended up
Okay.
selling
So it's
for.
a thousand off.
1,000 off, which yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Okay. I like it.
cool Matt Baker
That's a really,
oh,
I love the story that is kind of being told in this. You got the diner and the guy in the back,
the
and
cigarette smoke
is
and
it, am I
yeah.
seeing it right? Is it 3 in the morning?
Oh. Oh yeah. Or maybe it's 3 in the afternoon.
Or is
This
it
looks like
midnight? Is it midnight because it's Cinderella? I can't tell. I'm trying to see the hand on the clocks there.
it says win a GI boyfriend at the top. See page
Okay.
16.
I love it. All right, so our how much this week was Cinderella
Love.
Love, Matt Baker. I like it. Andy, what the heck is in your inbox? Get us going here.
Oh. So this last week on Instagram they had this virtual Comic Con called AtCon, and I was able to watch from the beginning, and the first two sellers were the only ones I bought anything from, and I watched a lot. So I got some of the books and I wanted to show
Oh, cool.
those today. I had I got this Action Comics. It's a Whitman variant, so then I have to like 485, but it's signed by Neal Adams, covered by Neal Adams.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, it's there's no COA, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure I was like when he first showed it, I was like, oh, it's a Whitman and it might be signed by Neal Adams. That's really cool. And then another one, it's a Batman Odyssey number one. Number one. I've never heard of it before, but it's a Neal Adams cover and it's signed by Neal Adams.
Yeah. Oh, that's
So
so cool. And it's to
to
Tony?
Tony from
Yeah,
Neal
good.
Adams.
I've always seen you as a Tony.
I feel I'm more of an Anthony sometimes, but and then I got I don't
All right.
and then I got
You said it with such conviction.
I ended up buying a lot of the Atom comic books, all Silver Age, the Atom comics. Um,
Yeah, those are
m-
cool.
yeah, most of them are doubles or triples for me, but the first two weren't, so I didn't have this one.
That's a cool
Um,
book. Is that Gil Kane?
I think it's Gil
I'm
Kane.
guessing.
Yeah,
I'm
Gil Kane.
guessing.
Yeah, Gil Kane. So I got 29 and 30. I didn't have this one. I really wanted this one. This one's kind of like
The
been a little
colors look
pricey.
great.
Yeah, they're all like they're fours, some maybe fives.
Okay, that's still
Um,
great.
yeah, no, I was like mid-grade books. And then I have a bonus. What do you think is? I love this book. Um,
That's great.
I like that he has like flat eyes and then his real eye poke. And this is a great. I love these Atom books are just so. For me, I like miniature people in my comic books and stuff like that. I just love that. Um, but
Oh, that's a cool one.
okay,
Those
so
are I love those. Those are wonderful.
yeah, I got what was it, seven Adam comic books and two Neil Adams signed books. Can you guess how much these
Oh,
9 books cost me?
$300.
With shipping, $73.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow. That what was this that you went to?
It was on Instagram, it was
Online.
atcom. It's just on Instagram, they just do live sales. Yeah.
Oh, that's the with shit. Wow, that's a great deal, buddy. Nice work.
Yeah. Thank you. I was super thrilled with it. Like I was like, oh, you got a lot of Adam comics. How much is that? Oh, will you take less? And they're like, sure. It's
Is
okay.
this like the middle of the like when are you sitting there doing this? Is this in the middle of the night? Are you
It's during the day. So they started during the day
okay?
on Thursday, and both my kids were home sick, and they're just kind of. So
Yeah.
I just had kind of
Put
some
put on
time.
put on a little bluey and buy some comics.
They were they were Well, my daughter was at school and my son was kind of like he was just kind of not. Yeah. Anyways, go ahead. Go on. I'm gonna edit that part out.
No, I think you got to keep that.
Okay.
Andy, it's my turn for inbox.
Yes, thank you. Yeah.
I'm really excited about this book.
I'm
I know
excited for you.
I know nothing about it, but I'm hoping that you could tell us a little bit about it.
I can tell you. Well, that's Hulk 284.
Yeah,
Is it
tell
and
me
it's a
about this
Canadian
book.
price variant, I can
Yeah,
tell.
yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah.
great. Okay. Oh man. Have you read it yet?
It's a great read.
It's so fun. And there's like so many splash pages in it. It's so
She
fun.
She-Hulk is in it. The art is beautiful.
Yeah.
And I paid like $9 for this. And it's got the cut on the top is a little off.
Okay.
You can't
Yeah.
really see it. It's a mid grade. It's easily a mid grade. It's my only Canadian price variant. And I saw it and I thought, I think I have to get that. It's a sign.
Yes.
It's Andy's
Yes.
favorite book, and
Yes.
it's a Canadian price variant. It's less than $10, so it's right up my alley. And I found another book I was looking for by the same seller, so I got to combine shipping.
Oh,
It
nice.
just the it was beautiful. And I'll say this too, I submitted this to Key Comic Collector because they did not have the Canadian price variant
Oh,
in there. I
yeah.
submitted this and it got accepted. So
Nice.
now you
Nice.
can put yours in there as well.
Oh, it should. Yeah. I've been doing a lot of that. I've been putting a lot of stuff in Key Collector and I've gotten about, I think of like
I'm just
eight
automatic
accepted or
now.
something.
I
Nice.
I go to the shop, get in my truck, put it in to a Key Comic Collector, and head home.
It's a good way to collect. Okay. That's a great book. I'm glad you picked it up. I'm glad you
Yeah.
read it. That's
Yes.
awesome.
Thank you
Um,
for the tip.
yeah, hot 10 now.
Hot 10. All
All
right.
right.
We're gonna
I haven't
Now this
looked
is
at
an
it.
episode where we're going speaking to Key Comic Collector. We're gonna go on their site, and these are the hottest 10 books that are selling right now, and we are gonna keep one and pass on one,
Right.
and the rest will live to see another day.
Okay, so I'm gonna go
I hope
to
there's a little bit more
share.
variation this week.
I
Feel
think, first one looks like there is here.
Oh,
Okay, so
Deathstroke.
Teen
Yeah.
Titans number two.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Okay. That's cool.
ASM 300 grid.
I've heard of that one.
This one
So that's
you
still
spent
on there.
$5 on.
Yeah, yeah.
The
That one's
Joker one.
still
Okay.
that's still on there.
Hulk
Okay, I think that
340.
was my pick last week.
No, you ended up with Amazing Spider-Man
Did I?
33. Yeah, I think
Oh
you
yeah,
did that
you're right.
one.
Yeah, I think you're right.
The
Oh,
Sentry.
this one kind of comes and goes.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind having it.
No,
Um,
I snagged two, three, four, and five at like $3 a piece
okay.
when number one like jettisoned it to the tops.
Hmm.
Um, but I haven't bought number one, but they're beautiful covers. Maybe I'll share one here in the future.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I haven't seen the other ones. I've only seen
Oh,
number one.
that's a cool one. That was here last week though,
Yeah.
I think.
All
Okay,
right.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, there it
I
is.
think I have a copy of this. I hope I do.
Gotta add it.
Yeah. Oh,
And
jeez. This one again?
okay, there
And
it
that's
is.
number one. Okay, still number one. All right.
Um, okay, go back. So no, no, no.
Maybe
Uh,
the 340 now, huh?
yeah, I think I'll take the 340. I'll take ASM 300 is a cool book. It's actually going down in value right now. Now's the time to get that one.
Yeah, I've seen like 8.0s for like $400 and so I was like
Yeah.
oh this is getting affordable.
Yep.
If I was to pick one, man, I guess I would
Go
pick
with the Century. Go Century number one. Really shake it up.
I think I'm gonna do Joker number one.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
Number
yeah.
seven.
All
Awesome.
right.
I like it.
Cool.
Okay.
Oh, which one would we still? We just drop Null still the
The
Venom
number
book.
one. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
number one. Andy, take me on a tour. Take me far, far away into the land of comic books. Oh, you're
Okay.
excited. I
Yeah,
like when you get excited.
I spent like I tore apart my comic room looking for these books.
I think as I prep for the show, I don't know about you, but the
Uh-huh.
tour is always the one that, like, some weeks I just have it. And
Yeah.
then other weeks I'm like, I get to my third version of what I think I should do
Yeah.
7 hours later.
It's always like I like last week I had something that I was going to do for this week and then like I was inspired to do this and when I show you the books you'll understand why it was so long hard to find them
Okay. I'm
because
excited.
they're scattered.
Okay. Let's
But
do this.
um this series started in the summer of 1971 and then ended in February of 73.
Okay.
It's there's so many things I like about this. One, I like that it doesn't start with issue number one. It starts at a weird number
Okay.
for no reason. And then it also is sometimes it's listed as this comic and it's also listed as another comic. It's a bizarre series and I love it. It
Okay.
is DC 100 page super spectaculars.
Oh, yeah. 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 Yeah.
I think you were with me when I bought this one.
I think I might.
I
Yeah.
was at the
That's a
comics dungeon or something.
cool book.
Yeah, Bernie writes in cover. This is number 4, but it's the first issue of the series,
Okay. And when did it come out?
1971.
71. That's in good
Yeah.
condition for being a black cover like that.
Yeah, it's a mid grade. I
Okay.
think
That's good.
when I bought it, I was talking to the owner and we both like agreed that it was like a very good plus or something like that. And he had it priced a little high, and so we just, I have number 5. This is the most expensive one in the run, and it's a romance one. I sent it in
Oh,
to get it
wow.
graded, and there
5 point.
it's an expensive book.
Is that Neal
So
Adams? I'm just asking.
no, I don't.
I know he
Who
did some of those.
yeah,
I think he did
it's a
probably.
Bob Oscar cover. Uh, Os-
Mm, mm,
Oxner
yep.
cover. Bob
There it is.
Oxner. Sorry, there it is.
Yeah,
Okay, and
the
this is the Neil Adams cover.
K is silent.
Um, and it has an
That's cool.
unpublished, yeah, it's a wraparound cover too. It has an unpublished Wildcat story in it that hadn't been published previously. So it's
That's
most
a
of these are reprint
beautiful
books.
book.
Yeah. So that okay. So this was number 6,
Okay.
and this is when it gets even funkier. This is number 7 or Spider-Man Superman 245.
Oh,
So
that's
if you
very
want to collect Superman or this run, you have to get this book. So I just thought it was a great like it's. I love that it's like two reasons people would desire it, and that it's a 100 page giant, which I think is cool too. So, um, this is a there was on the romance book. I forgot to mention Wally Wood inks 7 pages of it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Let's see. This is another Neil Adams cover. This is number 8 or um Batman 238.
I
So if
mean, I
you
wonder, like, the 70s, we've talked a little bit. 70s in DC was not a good time.
this is
Um,
early 70s though. This is
no, I think that's accurate though. That's
okay.
when they switched to the 100 pages. They were charging more.
Hmm.
So
For
I
those, yeah.
and then, like, I think it might have been later. It got so the stories were getting so convoluted because they had too many universes, and so
Yeah.
that might be why some of the numbering is just funky.
Yeah, okay, maybe. This is Flash 214. And I love the Flash.
Yeah, that's a
It's
great.
also
These are
number
great
11.
books. That's so weird.
Yeah, it is really weird. And then it goes back to only being this series now. So this is
I mean, I'm wondering if they're doing it to
DC
sell
1.
books. Like, this is a Flash book, and it's this because we're charging you more money now.
I mean, this is actually 50. I mean, you're 100 pages. These are big books. And they're
Yeah,
charging, I think 15 cents would be a normal book.
yeah.
So
Yeah, and
So
that's why they're mainly reprints because they're
yeah,
just throwing old
filling up
stories in there.
space. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. And then this is number 16, and it's I just
Oh, that's
couldn't
cool.
resist getting this one. I got this a long time ago, but it's Sergeant Rock feature. Um I'm missing some of the run. I have two-thirds of the run. I don't have it all. This is number
How many books?
17.
How many books total?
So it starts at 4 and goes to 22. So there's 18 books.
Okay.
And this is number 18. But these I always and I have a whole stack of these 100-page
Now,
books
were these
here.
just? Oh, that's cool. Were these just all over the place?
Yeah, yeah. Well, and then I did have a, and this is my favorite one right here. This is the last one. This is 20.
Oh,
I
that's
don't
cool.
have 21 or 22. Um yeah, they were all over the place. And then I was like, because I've been checking them all into the Key Collector app. And then I was like, oh, there is this box, and I know they have to be in like a bit of, because I have them in Golden Age backing boards because they're so thick that
Hmm.
they need the extra space. So I was like, oh, they're in this magazine box, and I found them. So, but then I have this whole other stack of 100-page giants, but they're not in that run. They
Okay.
drop this 100-page run. So it's a fun, if you want to collect a simple 18
Yeah.
comic book run, other than number 4 and 5 are kind of expensive, but the rest, well, and I don't know, they're fun.
But those
I'd
you
like
and you
it.
can find them in low grade because of those big bindings that
Yes,
are pretty affordable.
and some of these are low grade. So,
Yeah.
but I'm okay with low grade sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah,
You know me.
yeah, you prefer
The
low grade.
lower the better.
Okay, um, Jeremy, take me
Yeah.
on a tour
Yeah. I'm
of your
going to take
city.
you on a tour. Mine's going to be more of a biography, if you will. So, a couple weeks ago, I shared a book called All in Color for a Dime. And I actually talked about the last story by Harlan Ellison, where he talks about George Carlson, who was an artist. And I was at Giant Nerd Books this last weekend, and for $8 was a Golden Age Jingle Jangle Comics.
Oh, fun.
And I thought it was kind of cool. I was like, oh, $8. I looked it up, and there's a ton of George Carlson. This was his run.
Um,
So George Carlson, I haven't seen anything otherwise, only wrote in Jingle Jangle Comics, wrote and drew in Jingle Jangle Comics. So there were only 42 issues. Um, I'll read you a little bit from a couple of my bios here on George. So originally, where he got his money, he drew the original dust jacket for Margaret Mitchell's Gone with the Wind.
oh, okay.
So that's kind of where he got his start. Um, he was never hungry again from there. Quite prolific in gags, puzzles, cartoons, and illustrations. Carlson was 55 when he dove into his first Jingle Jangle comics in 1942.
Wow. Okay.
His two regular features, and they're in the one that I bought in the 42 issues of Jingle Jangle comics, are Jingle Jangle Tales and the Pie Face Prince of Old Pretzelberg.
Oh boy. Okay.
It remained relatively unknown mother loads from the Golden Age comics. So that's coming from Comics Between the Panels.
Yeah.
And then I'll read you one paragraph from Harlan Ellison. Because the man known as George Carlson, the incredible artist who for 42 issues of Jingle Jangle Comics scripted and drew a series of unparalleled contemporary fables called Jingle Jangle Tales, no longer draws. Jingle Jangle Comics is long since gone. It died in December 1949 at Christmas time.
Hmm.
During a season of joy and colored lights and children's laughter, George Carlson went away, taking with him one of those rare and marvelous gifts we had been joyously allowed to savor from March of 1943 till the emptiest of Christmases. He went away and he took the Jingle Jangle Tales, and most of all, he took the Pie Face Prince of Pretzelberg. Now he didn't die; he just went back into illustrating children's books. That's where he
Oh,
kind of that's where he
jeez,
was. So
Harlan.
yeah, I know it says in the between the panels. But so plucking through, so on the cover is so it's like the comedy of the absurd, animals of the absurd. So right, I don't know what the heck that is, but that this is Ambrose
Hmm.
and there's Curly, and Ambrose and Curly are in um, the old swap shop is what they're in. But
Swap shop.
then
Nice.
I read it, Andy. It is like it's straight out of the '60s and '70s vibes. So
Really?
here's Jingle Jangle.
What is that?
He just starts Sleepy Yolo, the bedless Norseman. Once upon a time, during the days of real smorgasbord, there lived a mighty and blonde Norseman named Yolo. He was a very super champion warrior. That is, when he was not working or sleeping, he was indeed fond of sleep, for he owned the most magical bed. And then it
Hmm.
just goes on into this crazy story. And then here is the Harlan Ellison's favorite,
The pie-faced prince of
Pretzelberg.
Pretzelberg. Yeah,
Yep.
that's cool.
And another good, like, these are all originals. They're not reprints of, at least not that I could find. They're not reprints of,
Yeah.
newspaper comics or anything like that. George Carlson does a lot of the work. There's a few other people that are in it. Not all of it's signed because it's 1948, I think, when this
Right.
one
Yeah.
came out. But a fun little find as I was, talking about All in Color for a Dime and just stumbled upon George Carlson because I flipped to the chapter by Harlan Ellison. And
Yeah.
then there at Giant Nerd Books, for the lowly price of $8, I was able to snag. So I was looking online. If you're okay with any kind of condition,
Yeah.
you can grab a Jingle Jangle comic book if you're patient enough for less than $10 or right around $10. So there's
Okay.
some on there for more, but when you look at recent sales, it's not a super big collectible one. So I'm thinking about grabbing a few more as
Yeah.
they open up on bids and sales. They're fun, and again, it's one of those just like this is way ahead of its time. I mean, this is San Francisco underground comic kind of vibe to it,
Uh,
minus the mature content.
yeah. Yeah. Well, it was the
So
golden age. So,
it was the
okay.
golden
Yeah.
age. So
Yeah.
really cool stuff. But that's my tour.
All right. Well, with that, uh, peace, love, peace, love. As Ringo Starr says, peace, love, peace, love. Oh man, I got our old catchphrase wrong.